Black man buys entire hotel after being denied room. Did you know that racial discrimination in the hospitality industry is still a major issue? Studies show that black travelers are more likely to face unfair treatment than their white counterparts. Imagine walking into a luxury hotel, dressed to impress, only to be told, "Sorry, no room for you." How would you react? Would you walk away in defeat, or would you do something so bold and unexpected that it would change the narrative forever? In today's story, we dive into the jaw-dropping journey of Mr. Francis, a wealthy black man who turned rejection into triumph. What started as a routine hotel check-in turned into a moment of unforgettable justice, sprinkled with humor, determination, and a bit of chaos. It was a busy afternoon. Mr. Francis, a sharp-dressed entrepreneur with a flair for success, had just landed in town for a major business deal. His assistant had reserved a room at the Grand Amari Hotel, a swanky establishment with crystal chandeliers, marble floors, and a reputation for catering to the world's elite. Francis stepped into the hotel lobby like he owned the place, his tailored suit hugging his frame and his polished leather shoes clicking against the floor. Heads turned as he made his way to the front desk, exuding confidence. "Good afternoon," he said, handing over his ID. "Reservation for Mr. Francis." The receptionist, Stephanie, glanced at her computer and began typing. Her initial politeness faded as her face turned cold. "I'm sorry, sir," she said. "It seems we don't have any rooms available." Francis blinked, confused. "There must be some mistake. My assistant booked the room weeks ago." Stephanie sighed like she was tired of his existence. "We are fully booked," she repeated, her tone sharp. "You might want to try somewhere else." Before Francis could respond, a white couple approached the desk. Stephanie's mood hit a complete 180. "Welcome, Mr. Henry," she beamed, handing over their room keys in seconds. Francis watched the interaction in disbelief. "Fully booked, huh?" he muttered to himself. It wasn't about availability, it was about exclusion. He took a deep breath, smiled tightly, and walked out, but not before looking back and saying, "You'll be seeing me again." Sitting in his car, Francis was fuming. But instead of letting anger consume him, he made a decision that was equal parts crazy and brilliant. He called his assistant. "Get me the contact information for the owner of this hotel," he said. "I'm buying it." His assistant stammered, Buying the hotel? Do you even?" "I don't want to hear it," Francis interrupted. "Make it happen." But here's where it got funny. To gather the funds quickly, Francis made some wild moves. He sold one of his luxury watches, saying, "I don't need to know the time to own a hotel." He also auctioned off a pair of his prized designer sneakers, joking, "Let someone else walk a mile in my shoes, I'm about to walk into that lobby as the owner." When his financial advisor hesitated, saying this might not be the wisest investment, Francis replied, "Wise? Who cares about wise? I'm going to own the place that told me I don't belong." A week later, Francis walked back into the Grand Amari Hotel. But this time, it was different. He wasn't there to check in, he was there to take over. Dressed casually in jeans and a t-shirt, Francis strolled through the lobby, turning heads once again. Stephanie looked up from her desk, her smile fading as she recognized him. "Can I help you?" she asked, her voice tinged with unease. "Yes, actually," Francis said with a grin. "I'd like to speak with the manager." Moments later, the manager appeared, looking confident and unaware of what was coming. "How can I assist you?" he asked. Francis extended his hand. "Mr. Francis," he said. "The new owner." The manager's jaw dropped. Stephanie's face went pale. The staff whispered amongst themselves, and the lobby fell into stunned silence. "New owner?" the manager stammered. "That's right," Francis said, flashing a winning smile. "And let me make one thing clear, this hotel will now be a place where everyone is welcome, no exceptions." Over the next few weeks, Francis made some big changes. He hosted an open house event where the entire community was invited to tour the hotel for free. "No dress codes, no fancy reservations," he announced. "Just good vibes and good people." He renamed the hotel to Unity Grand and even introduced a signature cocktail called Stephanie's Redemption. When asked about it, He laughed and said, "It's a bit bitter at first, but it goes down smooth." From being denied a simple hotel room to owning the entire establishment, Francis' journey became a beacon of hope. His story was covered by national news outlets, sparking conversations about racial bias and the power of taking bold action. When asked how he felt about the whole ordeal, Francis said, "Sometimes, life gives you lemons. Other times, life gives you a hotel. Either way, make it yours." What do you think about this story of resilience and humor? Have you ever faced a situation where you turned rejection into opportunity? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out our other videos. Together, we can create a world where everyone feels they belong.